Hi guys, Patient Chimp here. Welcome to day 11 of my Minecraft Let's Play. In this episode we'll be looking at potions. This is brewing stand. We made these at the end of the last episode. To fire up your brewing stand, place 3 bottles of water in the bottom 3 slots. If I've got some sand, I'll quickly show you how to make the water bowls. Give me sand. Cool beans. Right. If we put some sand in the furnace, it will make glass. While that's cooking, let me just make some nether bricks. For a little project I've got going on in the nether. Getting a nice stack of them now. How are we doing? Okay, 2, 3, I think we need 6 glass. So while that's doing, we do the first one. So to use a brewing stand, we need to take our blaze rods and turn them into blaze powder by placing them in any inventory slot, any crafting slot, I'm afraid. Blaze rods we collected in the last episode, didn't we, by finding the nether fortress and killing all the blazes. When we place our blaze powder in, it will slowly go down here and fill this bar. This bar is how much blaze powder you've got left to consume. See, there's 3 water bottles with no effect and nothing's happening. I don't want to do that. I want to do that. I want to do that. I like to have 3 going on so I can pretty much do a full run of potions in one go. So to make any potion, you need to make an awkward potion. So by adding 1 piece of nether wall in here, the brewing stand will begin to bubble. The arrow will work its way down to the bottom. When it reaches the bottom, these 3 bottles of water will change into awkward potions. Right, cool. Right, I shall show you how to make some glass bottles quickly. First of all, you need to make some glass panes by placing 6 in here. Get 16 glass panes. No, I'm not even listening, am I? To make a glass bottle, you make a V out of blocks like that. Okay? And you get 3 bottles per 3 blocks, so that's basically 1 per block. Ignore the glass panes, that was me not paying any attention. And then you fill the water bottles by going to any water source and right clicking on it. I've made my own water source in my house. What I did was I placed 3 trapdoors on the ground. Well, I placed a block in the middle, 3 trapdoors round it, stood them up, smashed the block, and then poured a bucket of water into it. Now I have a permanent water source for these potions. By now this should be done, yes. Now we have 3 awkward potions, but they actually have no effect at the moment. So I'm going to put 3 more on to go. It's best to do 3 at a time so you don't waste any resources. I think first of all we should make a potion of underwater breathing so we can go exploring under the water, look for shipwrecks and underwater ruins. By doing this, we take our 3 awkward potions and place them in the slots. We then add a single pufferfish, and this will turn them into potions of water breathing. While we're waiting for that, we will prepare for our potion of night vision. So what we need to do is break some of this down into gold nuggets, Place 1 carrot in the centre, place gold nuggets all around it, bam, golden carrot. We've got 2 for now, that'll be enough to be getting on with. Okay, so we got our awkward potions in here are done. And now we have a potion of water breathing, and that lasts for a duration of 3 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to add it to our 3rd brewing stand. And then we're going to add to it a single piece of redstone. This will increase the duration up to 8 minutes. Now these are done, We'll move them into the second brewing stand. I've already put the golden carrot in. So when these are done, these will be 3-minute night vision potions. So we're waiting for this and this. While that's going, I will load up another 3. What else can we make? Oh, we've got a magma cream milk, so we could make a potion of fire resistance as well. That would be quite handy. Which one was that? Night vision potions of 3 minutes. This one's finished. Water breathing potions are now 8 minutes. Okay, we're going to do the same with the night vision potions. We're going to increase them to 8 minutes long. We've made our 3 awkward potions. I'll load this one up again. As you can see, I prepared for this episode quite well. Okay, these ones are done. These ones are done. So now we've got potions of night vision lasting 8 minutes. So we're going to add our awkward potions to this, to the magma cream, and make ourselves 3 potions of fire resistance. The fire resistant potion is awesome in the Nether. It means you take no fire damage whatsoever. So if a blast fireball hit you, you don't get hurt. If a blaze shoots you with the flames, you don't get hurt. If you accidentally fall in the lava, you don't get hurt. Okay, same again. Now we've got potions of fire resistance lasting 3 minutes. We'll add them to the redstone brewing stand. We'll increase them to 8 minutes. While we're waiting for those, I'm just going to grab my bed. I've been doing some outdoor fishing, trying to catch myself some decent bows. I'll show you in the chest what bows I've caught so far. Unfortunately, I've not caught the one I'm looking for, which happens to be an infinity bow, which means if you only have 1 arrow in your inventory, you will never run out of arrows because it doesn't use it. What we found by fishing last time was an unbreaking and a punch 2, a mending, an unbreaking 3, a punch 2 and a power 5. We already have a power 5 bow. We're looking for an infinity bow, and then perhaps we could combine some of these bows and then add it to this bow. Excuse me. Yeah, got a bit of a cold coming. Okay, how are we doing? Fire resistance of 8 minutes. Cool. I'm going to leave the fire resistant potions here. And the night vision potions, all but 1. And the water breathing potions, all but 1. I normally do a mass potion brewing, but for the sake of this episode, we are just going to use these 2 as an example. And then we'll take a quick trip to the Nether and see what we can find. First of all, I need to know which map I'm on. I believe it's this one. We should be coming onto the map soon. Select any time you like. Oh, there we go. Here we are. I'm going to use this map. I'm going to go out in the sea on my boat in that direction. What I'm going to do is I'm going to uncover the map while we are looking for underwater ruins, shipwrecks, or even an ocean monument. Let me just go out a bit. As you can see, looking underneath the water, it's a little murky and we can't really see what's going on. I think I may have come off this map already. I have. Okay, so we're going to sail a little bit further than I expected before we do this. We'll just go past this ridge and then over to the right a little bit, so we're back on our map, because we know our way home from here anyway. I explored all this land in a previous episode. I found another abandoned mine shaft which I've yet to explore, and another village, but I haven't spent any time there yet. We've been busy preparing ourselves for our potion and our underwater adventures. so when we go around this corner we should be back on the map. I could have just made another map, but I'm being lazy. So there's a nice coral reef there. When we get a silk touch pickaxe we can begin to harvest coral. Okay, we're back on the map. Just. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sail out into the ocean a little bit, and then I'm going to apply the night vision potion so you can see the difference of underneath the water. So I think that'll do. I will now apply the night vision potion, which is that one, by right clicking and drinking it until it's gone. Now look, I can see perfectly clearly under the water now, so if there's any underwater ruins, drowners with tridents, or an underwater shipwreck, we'll be sure not to miss it. There's an underwater ravine down there. If you bring up this, it tells you what potion effect you've got on and how long it lasts. Hopefully we won't stay out too long, as I've only brought one of each potion as a quick example. We'll have some underwater exploring adventures once I've fully stocked up on the things I need. Hopefully we'll find something quite quickly. Otherwise we're going to spend this episode all with you watching me sail my boat, which will not be very exciting. So, some dolphins, some lovely fish. We're looking for what looks like a small underwater structure made up of different bricks from the normal surface. Still not seeing any. Perhaps I should... an underwater shipwreck. Under normal circumstances, we'd go down, and our blue bubbles at the side will go down as we approach it. By the time we get there, we will be already be out of air, so we'd have no time to explore it. So what I'm going to do is drink my potion of underwater breathing. If I hold the button down for long enough. There we go, water breathing. Okay, down we go. As you can see now, my blue bubbles are not disappearing, which means I'm breathing perfectly fine underwater as I would above ground. Look, there's plenty of time to explore this shipwreck. We've already found a chest. Iron ingots, gold ingots, a diamond, lapis lazuli, iron nuggets. Awesome. That was a good find. There's sometimes more than one chest on the shipwreck, so we're just going to bust down a little bit and have a look. See, I've gained one from the bottom. Let's come up to the next floor. Ooh, another chest, aren't we lucky? A clock. Wow, I've never got a clock before. I don't think I've ever made one. Plenty of paper. And another buried treasure map. Hopefully it's not the same one we had before. See, this is a room we were just in. What I'll probably do is come back off of camera and harvest this shipwreck for the resources, and so I don't end up exploring the same one again. Somewhere up here is our boat. There it is. Cool. Right, let's have a look at our buried treasure map and see if it's the same as the one we had before. No, it's not. That's good going. So we are on the top right hand side of the map, so that would make the treasure this way, I think. I don't seem to be coming onto the map yet. Obviously I don't want to wander too far because I'm not carrying a map that will cover us in too many directions. We'll get a bit closer to the land, see if we appear. It's cool, we can go that way. Not that I'm convinced that this is the right direction. There's only one way to find out. We don't seem to be getting any nearer to it. And to be careful not to veer off our other map, otherwise we'll be completely lost at sea. And that we do not need. Doesn't seem to be in this direction. We're keeping our eyes on the bottom of the ocean as we go to see if we can find a small ocean structure, an ocean monument, or maybe even another shipwreck. I'm getting further away from it. So I'm going to head back towards our home island, see what happens there. We have around 4 minutes left on each of our potions. There's a drown there, he has no trident, so I'm not going to stop and try and kill him. Just going to continue to scan under the water and see what I can find. Hopefully we will soon come back onto the edge of this map. No, I think it's completely the other way to what we're going. I think what I will probably do is go out on a sailing adventure until I find... Oh, there's a shipwreck there. But I think there's also a shipwreck here. Oh yes, so there's 2 shipwrecks. And... let's get closer. A handful of underwater structures. Oh, they're cool. Look at that. Still on our map, yes? Yes, awesome. Right. We've got time. We're going to go down and explore one of these structures. Oh, I'd say that there's normally a chest buried under them, but this one doesn't actually seem to be buried. So we'll see what we find in one of these chests. Ooh. And probably look round first. Sneaky one. Maybe they were guarding the structure. Okay. What was we trying to do? Yeah, we're trying to open this chest, weren't we? Some mossy cobblestone, I like that. That's really good for building. Okay. We've got a leather tunic, 2 pieces of coal, and some zombie flesh. That wasn't a great chest, really, wasn't it? What I'll do is I will fully destroy any monuments that I've found the chests under. Okay, cool. There is drowners everywhere, all carrying all sorts of stuff. Let's see if we can quickly find a chest on this one before our potion breathing, our water breathing potion runs out even. May even harvest our magma blocks. Okay, well there's a chest just sitting outside that one. 2 minutes. Okay, so I think perhaps if we haven't found this in another minute, we'll go and grab this chest that we can see. Coal, an axe, and a curse of vanishing fishing rod. That's not very good. I'm not entirely sure what the curse of vanishing does. I'm sure it's if you equipped it, it stays equipped until it is destroyed. I hear drowners. So I'm carrying a fishing rod. Wonder how much damage that's going to do if he hits me. Did he drop it? No. Okay. Ah, there's the chest, look. We're digging around. It's not if we didn't even need to dig for it. When I was playing it on the Xbox One console edition, I had to dig for them all the time. Luck of the C2, that's a pretty good rod. And I believe this is our first emerald of the game as well. Okay, our night vision potion has worn off. You can see it's got darker and murkier. We can't really see what we're doing. It means we've only got 30 seconds left of our water breathing potion. Time to head back to the surface. And here's the drops that floated up from the drowners we killed, or any blocks that we destroyed while we were down there. I think it's time to head home and see what we have found. We'll definitely be coming back to this spot. We'll just check on the map where it is. There's a drowner there. Okay, so it's the last point that we've discovered. It's the furthest point off the map. Okay, so we can go this way to go home, yes? Yes. Okay. Then they head this way home. We'll have to come back and explore the shipwrecks another time. I only brought one potion as an example to show you how they worked. I only need to show you a fire resistance potion now, and then we will have an episode of a completely underwater adventure. I will stock up with the things that I need, and maybe 3 of each potion, and see how long we can spend underwater and what goodies we can find. Map check. Villager cave. See, I don't want to venture too far from home at the moment. We were currently waiting for the update, but I've no idea when that will be released. And that had lots and lots of cool new features, and I don't want to find too many villages, because one of the main features involves a village. It's the pillager update, where mobs can do raids on your villages, and you have to protect them. I think before that happens, we will protect and we will build stone walls and probably some watchtowers around the villages that we've already discovered. For more information on this update, you could go to minecraft.net or watch a YouTube video. I'm not really up to date on what's happening. I'm just eager to find out when it comes out. To be fair, I haven't really explored much of the 1.13 update yet either. I've had a few hours on an Xbox One console where I used to live, but now I'm running on PC and things seem to be slightly different. So we're going to go round this island. You can see the difference without the night vision potion. It's so murky and dark down there. Is that a shipwreck? Is that not a shipwreck? Is it a pile of dirt? No, it's a shipwreck. Awesome. You can definitely see plenty of exploring coming on, and some big underwater adventures. I'm definitely going to use that luck of the C2 fishing rod and see if I can catch myself an enchanted bow or a better enchanted fishing rod. The curse of vanishing one I'm not too keen on, but hey, you find what you find, don't you? So hopefully we can make it home. Still. Oh, right, we are on that map now. Awesome, I feel a little detour coming on. Got enough I haven't really got enough inventory space. But we do know on our way back. Yeah, that's cool. We're going to go and find that buried treasure in the next episode. I think we should get kitted up for some proper underwater exploring. Go and find that buried treasure and explore the shipwrecks and the underwater structures that we found. Just going to sail home. I'd do it now, but I'm just going to end up not being able to keep everything that I find. Okay, so a straight line from here. We should live just below that mountain, I think. Oh, look at that, there's a structure right there. And there, and there, and there. Okay, let me mark this with a torch. No, I said mark it with a torch, not throw the torch in the river. Okay, where did they go? Where did they go? Oh, come on, this can only happen to me. Anybody see my torches? Maybe they sink before they float. There they are, look. They sank all the way to the bottom and then floated back up. I was hoping they were just going to float on the surface. Right. Okay, where are they? There. Cool. Right. See, because we can see them from our marker, so when I sail past and go, oh, what did I put that there for? We'll be able to see the reason. It wouldn't be the first marker I've put down that I've gone, hey, what did I put that marker there for? Okay, and then left after this one. I'm really looking forward to harvesting some coral. I have yet to do that. But overall, this has been quite a profitable episode. We have found some interesting stuff. Found a little difference between the console version and the PC version. I used to play on some Minecraft Realms on the Xbox One edition, and I used to cross-platform play between the Xbox One and people on PC. Somewhere around here we should see a lovely turtle enclosure. Somewhere. Not that I've managed to get them to breed yet, they're still being a bit of a pain in the arse. For some reason I've got 4 different turtles, but only one of them seems interested in breeding. Come on. Ah, is that cave from the beginning of the game? At our spawn point? The one that was full of everything. Yeah, of course it is. There it is. Here we go. We'll have a quick stop at the turtle farm on our way home and see if anyone's interested in breeding yet. If not, I'll have to go and find some more turtles. You saw there was 2 other banners marked on that map, but I didn't have an anvil with me, so I couldn't do anything about it. Otherwise I'd name them. I believe 1 is the mine shaft and 1 is the other village that I found. Okay, there's a turtle missing. Is anyone interested in breeding this time? No? No. 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 No one's interested in breeding. What is going on? You're going to have to look on the Wikipedia and see why none of my turtles are breeding. Bugger. It wouldn't matter if I had a silk-touch pickaxe. I'd just breed them on the shore. Maybe they don't like being in captivity. Who knows? I can hear zombies. Okay. Okay. I'll head home and then we'll call this an episode. I'll sort out my inventory and prepare for an underwater adventure in the next episode. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. If you found anything interesting or useful, please hit that like button. Maybe even consider subscribing. And don't forget to hit that post notification bell to be informed when I release a new video. Okay, bye guys. See you in the next episode.